Hey everyone! Lucy always was a little strange. That's part of the reason why I befriended her as a kid. If she was around, I knew that the day was going to be interesting. I was the complete opposite of her in that aspect. While she was always ending up in weird and exciting situations, my life was average, and so was I. Anyways, that's the reason why I wasn't particularly concerned when I didn't see her come out of her room in the apartment we shared. I figured that she had gone off to do something before I woke up. It was only when I had gotten back from classes that I noticed the weird blue light coming from her room. I knocked on the door. "Chris, you in there?" When I got no answer, I tried the door. It opened, which was an immediate red flag. Chrissy always kept her door locked whenever she wasn't in the room. The room itself was the second red flag I got that something wasn't right. It looked like it had been meticulously cleaned and organized. This wouldn't have been weird if this were anyone else, but Chrissy had never once cleaned her room in the 2 years that we had lived together. Her room was always littered with new projects that she was working on. Hell, I had seen her room the previous night when I had come in to offer her some popcorn, and it was as messy as ever. There's no way she could have possibly cleaned up this well in that amount of time. Not without super speed or something. I was so surprised that it took me a minute to notice where the eerie light was coming from. It was emitting from a book that had been neatly placed on Chrissy's desk. There was a note on top of it. I walked over to the desk and picked up the small piece of paper, carefully unfolding it. "Allie, something important came up and I'm going to be gone for a while. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but can you please deliver this book to someone? Go to the bookstore on the corner of Agatha Avenue and ask for Alistair. I promise that I'll explain everything when I get back. Be safe. Chrissy." I stared at the note for a while, letting the information sink in. "Chrissy, what have you gotten yourself into this time?" I thought as I looked at the book she had left me. I hesitantly reached for it. When my hand touched the book, the glow faded. I picked it up and looked it over curiously. It was leather bound, looked pretty old, with nothing written on the cover to clue me in on what was inside. After a little more hesitation, I opened it. There was what looked like some form of text on it, but it was written in a language that I had never seen before. There was another folded note taped to the inside of the cover. Why didn't she just put the two notes together? I wondered as I carefully peeled it off and unfolded it. It looked like a code key of some kind. I looked from the note to the book and back a few times. "Seriously, Chris?"